So today we're going to take a look at G2 Gozen versus Guild X because G2 Gozen decided they wanted to be a bit more fun than most teams and bring out the Yoru on Ascent. And in general, if you're a team wondering how you get involved on this channel, it's probably play Yoru, because I'll definitely be interested in checking out how different teams are playing Yoru and on different maps as well. So yeah, let's take a look at how they played Yoru. And we're actually going to start off with a non-Yoru round. In general, G2 on the defensive side, I don't think found that much value from the Yoru, if I'm being honest. That said, they did find some on the attacking rounds, which we will take a look at, but we're going to start with a round of Guild attack because I was just impressed with this round. I thought it was a really kind of neat little round. So what Guild are going to do here is they're going to go for a little B split. They're going to send the Silver and Omen down through B main and 3 players through mid here, which you'll see nice and early coming in. We're actually going to get the fake Yoru down here as well. So they smoke it off, they Silver Dart, they're going to KO knife as well down there, and then they're going to Silver Drone through B main, and so you can see it's a nice early B split. But what's going to happen is G2's reaction is to send in this KO nade and Killjoy Molly. They're going to shut the door, and they're going to pop the KO ult as well. So the KO ult just goes off now. You can see that we get the suppressions in. And what I want you to notice here is that KO ult has just been popped, but the speed of thought. Look at how quick Guild react to this. Look at them. 4 players instantly know, right, okay, we're going to go short straight away. We're going to leave the KO there because, you know, this KO is in a good position with this door shut. They don't know they're there. You know, this is a good situation to be in. This alarm bot has already been destroyed, so there's no way they can know that this KO is here, and straight away they are into short. Now there is one little thing that I think they make a bit of a mistake here, and that is it's not necessarily a mistake as such, because the Omen smokes, it's just kind of a bit of a breakdown in communication, because of course the Jet and Killjoy are already here and seeing that no one is really there with them, and the Jet is about to actually go exploring up here. So, you know, it's kind of a bit of a timing, I guess. Obviously this is a very common place for the Omen to smoke, but it might just be a little late, you might say. But anyway, what's going to happen is we're going to get a trade of bullets with the Sova here, because the Omen and Sova are pushed through A main, and here goes the Jet, right? Just absolutely no regard for human life, just decides to push through that smoke and just go towards the defendant spawn. Again, everything was just done so quick that it really caught G2 off guard. Now we actually get a really nice little Omen flash here that Giuliano on our Yoru is going to try and swing off, but Roxy's able to get that kill. But then here's the thing, right? Look at this that they had set up for this rotating KO here with the Jet and the KO ready to swing off each other here, like towards the spawn. Absolutely absurd. You know, just like, what was this KO ever going to do? They find the next kill as well. Really nice. And then, you know, the site is theirs. And now you've got these 2 players here basically trying to retake, you know, from A main, not an ideal position. And then the Killjoy on the other side as well is coming through mid. So they basically have spawn secure. Obviously they've ran through spawn pretty heavily, so they pretty much know that at this point. And so Smurfette's going to find this kill here into mid. And then these 2 players actually do put up a pretty nice fight. So Petra knows that there is someone here. Gets a really nice swing there. Glance gets a trade on the next one. Gets another one as well, Glance. And now this is a pretty nice idea as well, to smoke off where they know kind of where one player is. And then unfortunately though, Cinnamon is able to find that kill. But I just thought this was a really nice round, and just the speed of thought was really quite impressive. But now let's come to G2's attacking side, where I think that they did find more value from Yoru, and we'll come here to round number 16. You can see G2 are actually 5-10 down overall, but they're going to make a bit of a play towards mid. They smoke off this, they dart this, very normal stuff to start off with, but they're going to send in the Yoru fake footsteps down mid there. And what that's going to do is it's actually going to trigger this alarm bot here, but then obviously keep going because it doesn't care. So it just keeps going and keeps walking around. And I want you to see the reaction of the Jet, because the Jet now, obviously they've heard this footsteps here and the alarm bot's gone off, and you don't know, right? It could be someone real, or it could be the fake Yoru. So the Jet just has to watch this. Okay, the Jet just watches this, and that also triggers a Silver Drone, because they're worried very much, again, this could be a B split, but it's not actually going to be a B split this time. But I love the way that G2 work the map. You can see that the spike is actually towards this A site. But what they do with just that fake footstep, and they're going to send in this Silver Drone as well, is these 3 players are going to be held completely in position just by that, right? Because this Jet feels that this is a risky cross, because there could be anyone up here, right? So the Jet can't just go running across there straight away. So the Silver's going to wrap around, get the spike, and you can see that they start making their way towards short. And whilst they are doing that, you can see that these 3 players are just held completely in position because they've seen a Silver Drone, and because, you know, they know that this alarm bot is destroyed. So there is some value from the Yoru straight away. And we get this TP going in towards the A site. And then they actually smoke this off, but Anya finds a timing to be able to see them, and Juliana runs into the Kayo nade. And so feeling a bit of pressure, a bit of heat, she actually teleports in onto site. And while she's doing that, I think this is a bit before everyone's ready, because this Killjoy, you can see this is a smoke here. It's coming in A main. This Killjoy, I don't think is quite ready. But Mimi is about to do something that every duelist main wishes that their teammates would do. Because as we watch what's going on, we get the Omen flash down here onto the Yoru. But look, Mimi has already just started pushing it. She knows that the Yoru is probably in a bit of trouble, went before the team was perhaps really ready, caught herself in a bit of a bad situation, but Mimi is there to support because Juliana gets flashed by the Oma flash and does die. But Mimi comes just sprinting up, ready to trade it. I mean, this is every duelist's dream. Every duelist wishes that they had a teammate like Mimi here, who's just, when they're entering onto the site, they're just ready to go. And Mimi is basically going to win them this round. Between that kill and this next kill Mimi's about to get as well, that one there, she gives them the site, and it's a really nice bit of play overall. And then we could probably run this forward a bit quicker, but they're going to be able to find these next couple kills as well. G2 finds Smurfette here looking the wrong way. Petra's able to get that one, and then all of a sudden you're in a 2v4. Glances in this super interesting position on the Omen here on top of the gen, and is able to get that one as well. And then Mimi just straight off takes off another person's head as well. Really nice round from Mimi overall. But again, I like the way that they, controlled the map, kind of, stuck those players in those positions just based off, a 2 bits of utility. And now let's come to round number 18. And in this one, we're going to see a KO ult and a Yoru ult used together. And I will tell you this, that a KO ult plus a Yoru ult is a guaranteed sight. And we're going to see it twice in this game. But this one is the first one of those, and they're going to do it on this A site. And it happens straight away. They pop it straight away. In goes the KO ult. In comes the Yoru ult. Here you can see running straight in. And the thing is, those combinations, either you're going to be stuck on site and they're going to know where you are and you have no utility to help you out. You are a dead person. Like, there's nothing you can do. Or you just have to give up the site. And on Ascent, where, it's not an easy map to attack a lot of the times, just getting in onto the site for free, it is going to be really good. And a KO plus Yoru ult is pretty much a guaranteed site, because we'll see later on when they don't give up the site what happens to you. But in this instance, they do decide to just give up the site, right? And you just get this Yoru just sprinting at them. They smoke it down. They see that the site's cleared. This is a bit of a weird flash where it bounces weird. Don't know quite what that bounced off. But anyway, they get in onto the site, right? Which is a good start. But Guild have a Killjoy lockdown, so they're feeling, pretty okay about this situation as well. But Mimi again just finds like a perfect time. Look at this, the Omen just misses her as she comes through mid, and that's going to be really, really big for this round as well, because we get that Killjoy lockdown, and now you're in trouble. Right now you have a decision to make. But you see Mimi there, she's just walking around the back of spawn, and so we start getting in these fights. Of course, we get a nice trade there. We're going to get this next kill as well, and so we're in a 4v3. It's going to be a 5v3 when they res the KO that was ulting as well. 5v3, and people are off the site. They are gone. But again, we're going to see more ults, because now we have the Silver ult coming in from Petra as well, and that's going to go absolutely huge. So there goes Petra's Silver ult, and that's coming in, and obviously that is just giving time for Mimi as well to just walk around here, right? That's all Mimi needs. She just needed people to buy time for her so that she could win the round. But actually, between Petra's ult and Mimi walking around the back, we're going to see that's what happens, because Petra's able to get 2 there with the Silver ult. Mimi comes around on the backstab and gets 1, and gets a second there as well. All of a sudden, you're in a 3v1 from being in a 5v3. Really well played, and Juliana's going to be able to trade that kill as well there on the Yoru, and a really nice round from G2 there. But now let's come to a real Yoru round, round number 19, because we have our Yoru here in B main, and you can see that this gate crash is coming back towards the spawn, okay? But let's watch what they do. So they have the fake Yoru footsteps in there. Actually, Smurfette is able to hit a nasty shot here with just a Marshall. But they have the fake Yoru here, and they have this recon dart in here that obviously this Yoru is going to be able to shoot as well. And you can see actually that the B site was open. Guild X are on a save here, so they're kind of going for a bit of a gamble. But you see that the dart gets shot. They hear probably some of the footsteps from the fake Yoru, and so they believe that, oh, there is presence in B. Oh, we have to be careful about them coming B. But our real Yoru has actually teleported all the way back into spawn to go to A fast. So you can see, look at the rotations, because they've heard footsteps, they destroyed the Sova dart, and it brings out this Sova drone as well from Guild X. But actually, as we can see, they're coming towards this A site. Now we get a KO knife in here pretty soon, but they're just able to sidestep it and avoid that completely. And they're going to go for an A execute instead. Now, what's going to happen here is they got this nice little jump peek going. Victoria sees them, smokes it off, but in we go because we're going to get Yoru TP towards the back of site, in towards Hell. In goes the Omen smoke, Sova dart, Omen flash down here. We're going to get a KO flash as well, and they enter in onto the site. And so we're going to get a KO flash that pops just there. And whilst that's going on, we're going to get our Yoru TPing into the back of site. There goes our Yoru. And unfortunately for Victoria here, she's trying to Omen flash, but then just as that happens, the Yoru takes her out. And so we end up with that kill. We get another kill down here, and all of a sudden the site is ours. We're in a 4v3. We are against a save as well here, so it's kind of, what a bit of whatever they are against a save, but I just thought it was cool that the Yoru basically did a lot to win this round. And actually they're going to get this next kill as well for Juliana, and then she's going to do something that's quite interesting as well, because as these two players are just here, we're going to get this little gate crash that you might have just seen sneaking back towards the side of spawn. And Zaz is about to pop a KO flash down here, and she uses that time. As soon as that flash hits, that's when she's going to TP back towards the KO and come out of here. And obviously they aren't expecting that, and they find a different angle, and so Juliana's able to find the last two kills as well. A nice little Yoru round for us all to enjoy there. I really love how, again, just the fake on B, the presence on B, and then the quick rotate to A, it worked really well. And now let's come to round 22, and this one is quite interesting. So our Yoru setup is this. We've got the fake footsteps here. The fake Yoru is over here on A. They've got a gate crash down here, and we're going to see KO plus Yoru ult again. And again, it's going to be pretty disgusting when those two go together. But they like to do this quite a lot, G2, where they have this fake Yoru, just to kind of hold people, just to make noise on the other side of the map if they are going to one of the sites, just to hold them there that, oh, there could be someone here. They like to do that, right? And so they are just going to go for a B hit, but you'll see that they pop the fake Yoru, and they're about to go in with both the Yoru ult and the KO ult. So in comes our Yoru ult, and obviously it spots all these people here, and there's actually someone in logs as well, and it's going to spot them. And this is actually a 3-stack B side, so they're running into really a bit of a gauntlet here. But we get this Yoru flash, and now we're going to get the KO ult coming in as well. And now they know where you are. You're suppressed. You've just been flashed. You're in a bad position, okay? And they actually send in the Omen flash down here as well, and they're about to send Shock Dart and KO nade in there as well, because they know that someone is there. It's just like, you're screwed, right? And they know where these players are. There goes the KO nade and the Shock Dart, and that gets a kill. And then you've had this Jet here on this backside this whole time, and obviously they've heard the Yoru come down here, but now they don't know what to look at, right? They're getting pinched from two sides. They don't know what to really do, and the Jet is able to get one, but gets shot at and ultimately dies there as well. As I said, Yoru plus KO ult is just not fair. And then actually what's going to happen is our Yoru is going to actually use the gate crash to come back over here now that they've got the full site control. The Omen's going to come down here and run into our Yoru as well. Like, that was just in Boathouse, but now is in the spawn. Just absurd. Gets that kill, and well, we end up in a 4v1, and this is actually going to be a save from Anya here on the side of Guild X. But yeah, just KO plus Yoru ult is really quite good. And now finally, let's come to round 28, because this game did go to overtime. And again, I love the way that kind of G2 manipulate the map here. And again, it starts off with this Yoru, making some presence here. What I find interesting about this footstep is it actually stops before it comes out, into kind of the open, so that you don't actually know if it is the fake Yoru or not, because it just stays, tucked behind the door, which is quite interesting. But actually, they're going to come to mid as they smoke it off here, and they're going to find a bit of a gap in the defense here, coming up through mid, because this killjoy turret will spot them eventually, but they can get pretty deep in before they do. But you'll see what I mean with some of the ideas where they just kind of fake you out a bit. So we're getting pretty deep in mid, right? The killjoy turret eventually does spot them, but whilst that's going on, we're also getting the clear out from this Sova drone down here on B, okay? And that's just to clear out this area as well, because they are going to come to B, but they want to just sell the idea of an A hit, an A split first. So they have drone B, and they've got that bit of control. But actually what's going to happen is we're going to get this Yoru flash into short. So we've just sent this Yoru flash from pretty deep, just another advantage of Yoru, that you can, really throw these flashes pretty far. And I just want you to watch the reaction to that flash. Because at this point, they're probably thinking, oh, it's probably a B hit. But this KO now is staying here. This Jet and Omen are now looking here, right? They're really worried. And we actually force out a KO knife here as well, because they're worried that they could really be close on short. And we also send an Omen smoke just to you know, really drill it home that this is going to be an A hit. But actually, they're all the way on B. And this is kind of, you know, how you want to play a Yoru comp, I think. And as that's going on, Cinema finds the worst time here to try and send out this dart, because as they send out that dart, the swing, Mimi finds the kill, and they're in on the site, and now the jig is up. So now you're going to go fast, and we're going to send in this gate crash down here, the famous one that comes to the back of Boathouse. We're going to dart in, we're going to Omen flash in. We get in, but actually Roxy's able to find one. But we actually fake the gate crash, and she has to, you know, check and see if that is a fake. And so Glance is able to get that kill. Then we get this trade. Nice trade from Giuliano there. Coming out and getting that trade. And so we're in a 3v2. But Guild here, they don't stop. Okay, they hear that spike getting planted, and they don't give G2 any time. We have this gate crash that you'll have to take a look at. And so Glance has no chance there as the spike just goes down. And Giuliano is actually in a bit of a position here because the KO is actually still very far away. But Giuliano does really well, swings out, gets this kill, and now look at this. Just teleports out back to the KO. And you can see Victoria, is it a fake? Don't know. You know, wondering where exactly this Yoru could have gone. And so Victoria's going to smoke off the spike, but Giuliano is able to get the last kill as well. Really nice play for that last round. Again, I love the kind of way that they manipulate the map. And yeah, did they get full value out of Yoru? Maybe not. But they did have some cool ideas, and I think on the whole, it was worth watching for me, and it definitely made Ascent more interesting because this is normally a pretty boring map.